What is life? I've been genuinely meaning to make this video for a little minute now, and being honest, I randomly thought about this idea at first when I was cutting the grass. A random day of me cutting the grass, and it just pondered me and hit me as I was cutting the grass. Why am I doing all of this? Why am I cutting this big field of grass? Cars are going by me. A different person flying past me every second. And I asked myself, what is the point of all of this? And I don't say that in a way to scare you, but really ask, like, what is life? And I kind of wrote some simple things down on my handy dandy notepad, which I can barely see, but we're going to talk about them anyway. And the one thing that kind of brought me to a moral answer of what is life, life is nothing but an endless faculty of loop experiences and new experiences, and even maybe a filling of old experiences. But life is literally just a endless rabbit hole of experiences. And depending on how you perceive that, that could be a good thing to you, that could scare you, that could in between. It could cause you to feel a different type of emotion. But I feel like the best emotion you should feel is happiness from that. Relief. Understanding that no matter what you do in life, there is always a good path or a good option to go within. But let's start off. What is life? Life starts off as we're kids. We're young. We grow up. Half of our, I say, when we're first born, of course, to maybe 5 or 6, we don't remember nothing at all. One day we just randomly get this consciousness of, oh, I'm alive. This is me. And I feel like throughout those years of growth, real growth, talking about from like 6 to 10 now, you get maybe 6 to like 13 or 15, maybe 6 to 15. That's our times of just, I feel like 100% we're purely us. There is no restrictions, there is no boundaries because again, we're a whole new human being. So the rules that are already set within society, we don't know about none of those. But as we start to get older and fully understand all these things, that's when the restrictions and the cage in ourselves in starts to come in because now we're meeting all these new people at our middle schools, our pre-Ks, our then going to high school and even college. And it's like you meet so many different perspectives of people. Oh, why doesn't she do that? Or you're scared to do that. Why do you? And then it gets to a point to where, especially certain parents and teachers, that's like enslaving these things in our mind to tell us like, if you don't do it this way, it's not right. If you don't do it my way, it's wrong. But just understanding that nobody is right or wrong. Not in a sense to where, bro, 1 plus 1 is 2, obviously. Not talking about that sense, but there is initially no right or wrong way to do anything. There is no rule book that God or life made that tells us, oh, if you don't do this way, you're gonna fail. If you don't do it that way, you're gonna fail. And I feel like that concept brings more relief to not only me, but I feel like the world itself, you know? And when I think about it in that such, going back to the experience thing, life is kind of just this video game, video game concept. But the thing about it is within a video game, and I've thought about this for a minute, like I've always had this concept in mind for a minute, to where it's like in a video game, of course, there's an ending, correct? But that's it. Bringing that into reality, it's like when our game is over, per se, pass, hopefully not too soon to any of you, but when we pass away, is that just the end of life? Is it just endless dark loop, heaven, hell, depending on what you guys believe in? Nonetheless, is that just the end? Like it's no more reality, you know? In comparison to being a video game, when you beat the game, that's it. You can try to replay again over, but thinking about it even in that concept, say you beat a game and you play it over. Is that how life will be? We more say live our life, pass away. Is we in repeating the same life again, or is it like we're in a whole new body now? And thinking about it like that, it kind of makes you ponder a little bit, makes you a little bit curious, but also more so to say that life ends with completion. Eventually, and sorry to all my people that's like, I don't like really thinking about the death or afraid of death. I was once like that as well. Not to say that I'm ready to, you feel me, and like be gone from the world, but just understanding that or accepting, matter of fact, that things will eventually come to an end. And that should bring you more relief itself. Like there's so many angles, but that should bring you more relief itself. Just giving you the fact that, hey, one day is going to be over. So let me live every day, every moment, every second to the fullest while I still have the time, you know? And you just have to realize, like, genuinely that if you can understand that concept very early, you break free from so many things. But understanding that, of course, you have your good experiences, but bad experiences will come through as well. But don't let the bad break you. I feel like good experiences and bad experiences are literally on the same playing field, if I'm being real, because within good experiences, you're happy, you're joyful, but through the bad ones, you think it's this even out, this being a bad and this being a good. But when you start to realize, hey, on the bad, I'm learning new things, gaining new lessons, getting new wisdom. It starts to even out within things, you know. So you just have to perceive it in the right way and understand that if you really are willing to, okay, why is this happening to me? Why am I going through this thing instead of my life is terrible, my life is horrible, why me? You switch those perspectives and narratives within yourself, I promise you it's a whole different ball game. But coming back to what is life? Life is a endless amount of experiences that people don't really experience. There's always this moment of the future, always thinking about the past. And I had to catch myself thinking about the past too, because although I don't know if I said this on the channel before, I use my miniature self, me as a kid, like a baby, as my alter ego a lot. And I kind of put myself on that pedestal sometimes of, yeah, he was carefree back then. I was the carefreest. I didn't really care about anything. But understanding that I could be that and more, not always putting myself back on that pedestal of I have to just be that dimmed person down. Not to discredit myself back then, but understanding that I don't have to be that dimmed down person. I could be dimmed down and more. I can be that old version of me and more. You know, it's not just that that's the do all be all. I can be more, but you have to be willing to be more. That's the thing about it all. You can want this, you can want that, but are you willing to do those things to get to that point? Anybody can say they want to be a millionaire, get the biggest crib, talk to the new people. You can want a lot, but but the thing that separates people from the doers and the wishers is that the doers will go through. Although it is fearful on both ends, it's fearful, it's scary, it's a risk, it's a chance. Why not take the chance? You're stuck at a job you don't like, and you want to leave every single day. And this honestly happened to me today, to where it was like I was honestly, this is like I wanted to get up out of here, bro. Like it was one of them type of days where I genuinely just wanted to like my patience was so low, and I could feel myself like this. I'm not catching attitudes with people, but it's just like it's no more playfulness within me. I'm straightforward. It's like, yo, bro, come on. And I could feel deep down like this is not me. That is not me. And I kind of feel the dreadfulness of and a relief at that. Just like, yo, we have to get out of this. We have to get out of this. I can only imagine to people that stay at their 9 to 5 that they don't like for the rest of their lives 50, 30, 20, 15, 10 plus years. Yo, they're probably out of it, bro. They don't even care to even attempt the dreams anymore because that's what they're used to so much. And it's like, I can't be like that. I can't be like that, bro. Not me. And I feel like that's another part of life, just going through those bad experiences to gain that wisdom, gain that knowledge. And once you just, like, bro, the moral of life to me at this point in time is just experiences. What do you gain out of this experience? What do you learn? What do you get out of this experience? Is good or bad? What do you learn? Who am I becoming after this experience? Who will I be? Who will I once become once it's all said and done? And not to be this. I don't want y'all ever to think I'm just like this wholly up, I know it all type of guy, but it's took time, bro. Like even now, I'm still developing, still learning, and that's what life is. Just develop and learn everything that you can, and really stick to it. Really try to be the best version of yourself. And know that even when trying to be the best version of yourself, there is no perfected version of you. There is no perfected version because there can always be more. You can always learn more, always do more. So I feel like within that itself, that's why I say it's an endless amount of experiences because until you're in your deathbed, gone, that's when things are over. I feel like that's when things are over. But until you're at that point to where you're done, there really is no faculty of quitting. There is no ever giving up. There is no losing until you get to those points to where you physically, literally can't do anything at all. But if you can wake up and get to it every day, although your current situation, you can do it. You can do a lot. You can do a lot, bro. But you have to just be willing to do, like, seriously, just be willing to understand and go through the motions of what life really is. But to sit down and kind of contemplate so much, that's never the option. That's never the morality. Because understanding that if you're thinking and dwelling so much, where does that get you? Where do you get gain from that thing? You're in this constant motion of it's like a constant motion of thoughts. It's lingering, going back and forth, do this, do that, and you're trapping yourself because you got to realize. But then, like the mindset and head of just you alone, you are life. You create your own life. How you think, how you feel, you create your own life. Because thoughts then go into action, action then leads to results, and that can be bad or good. It's all up to you. And I understand that life isn't this simple, easy thing to really conquer or understand, but understanding that there is a way within everything, you have to just, okay, yo, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this, whether it's I'm tired, I feel the best, I'm sad, I'm sick, I'm crying. Like, you have to just be willing to do, and that's just what it is, you know? And live with no regrets within life as well. Understanding that no matter what you do, you can redeem yourself. Just be open minded and realize that, hey, maybe what I did last time didn't work. I try it again and do it better. Do it better the next time. Hey, I can tweak that up. Like, it's an endless cycle, bro. And do that over a period of times, bro. That's life, man. An endless amount of experiences from birth to whatever age you are now. It was just an endless amount of life experiences that brought to you who you are. And now this is you. This is who you are. This is you in this current moment. And thinking about it, whether you're young, old, however much life you got left, it's gonna be the same thing. And hopefully this video just lets you know that no matter what you're going through right now, no matter how you feel, no matter how you're dealing with things, your life, your current situation, you can get through anything, bro. You can genuinely get through anything if you really wanted to and try to. You have to just be willing. If you can be willing to, you can do it. This is kind of my definition at the current moment of life. This is life. This is life. An endless amount of experiences that can make or break you, but understanding that making you is always an option. Betterness, greatness is always an option, and the choice is yours. So just pick the right choice and keep moving forward. This is my definition of life. What is yours?